This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to cover this story about Meghan Markle and Harry because it's something I think a lot of people were thinking for a long time. Now, always take inside sources with a grain of salt, but if it makes sense, if you could see that the inside source is making good points, well then maybe it gets a little more credibility. So, just to throw a little flag out there in this whole monologue, this is an inside source. So, one of the most important things they say is, how do you break all these royal traditions, claim that you want privacy, you want to go back to a normal life, and then just do the same shit that you were doing before? It's just all for show. It's unfortunate for the people she left in her wake, her own family, the source claimed. Of course, talking about Meghan Markle, and that's the main point that this inside source makes, and this source also says that Harry must have been in on all of it the whole time. There's a group who does not like Meghan Markle, but they like Harry, and they think that Harry's being victimized, but this person seems to think that Harry must be in on it logically. So let's take a look what we got here. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry's new careers, lifestyles since California move are hypocritical, says source. The Markle family source further claimed Harry was in on Markle's so-called plan to return to America. I don't feel for Harry. I think he's part of it too. They have to know what they're doing, the insider said. Last week, a source claimed to Fox News that all Meghan had to do was prep her family about her whirlwind romance to Harry as a way to prevent negative commentary from her estranged relatives. Meghan's comments about suicide and mental health issues do not relate to the ordinary people who have these struggles, the source explained. People are out here starving. Some people have just lost everything they've worked so hard for in their life because of you-know-what pandemic that's going on. Don't tell me you're supposed to sympathize with the ones who really have issues when you have multi-million-dollar problems. It's laughable. Not only that, multi-million-dollar platforms supporting you like Oprah Winfrey. Hey, I think she's even a billion-dollar platform. The insider spoke of having sympathy for Thomas Markle Sr. for being publicly humiliated in the wake of drama between the father-daughter duo that became public knowledge the week of the couple's 2018 royal wedding. Recently, the Duchess's father claimed he was willing to take the Sussexes to court in order to meet his grandchildren. Now, she just goes back to her same old life without her father, who spent his entire life taking care of her, putting her in the best schools, and using every connection he had to take care of her, the insider claimed. Sounds fair to me. I mean, I can't say their true relationship. I guess no one really can. There might be things under the hood that we don't know about. However, on the surface level here, that seems fair to say that it seems like he does at least deserve to see his grandkids and to have some kind of a relationship. I mean, I can't say it's abnormal for, kids not to be appreciative of their parents. Having said that, in this case, in this isolation here, when she's got millions of dollars now, to put everything behind them, maybe make everything right, I guess she's not doing that. I think I probably would. Earlier this month, the Duke of Sussex confirmed he will be publishing a memoir with Penguin Random House in late 2022. Some have assumed the book will be a new opportunity for Harry to continue his public bashing of his family and the royal institution. However, the Duke insisted the upcoming memoir will be written from a perspective not as the prince I was born, but the man I have become. The Markle family source further claimed Harry was in on Markle's so-called plan to return to America. The married couple's move to North America began in January 2020, followed by many months of reflection and internal discussions, they said in a statement at the time. And what the source is saying is, they don't think there was so much conversation and discussion and painstaking choices made. It seems like this is what they wanted to do. Royal lifestyle, rules, stuff like that. Yeah, they'd be rich, but they'd probably rather be free in Hollywood using their names, or mostly Harry's name and the royal connections, to just get money off people who want to hear their bullshit, basically. That makes sense to me. But you gotta know what you're getting into sometimes. Like, I'm married here in Japan, and I didn't know all the details. But you can't say, I didn't know anything. You can't say I just came here, got married, learned everything as I went. No, I knew certain things were completely different about the culture, about expectations, hell, about the way I have to fold my blanket and eat my food with chopsticks in a certain direction, because in Japanese funerals, they put chopsticks in a certain direction in the rice and things like that. And if you do it at the table, then, well, it looks bad, it's weird, all kind of stuff like that I had to learn that I had no idea about. So Meghan Markle could have assumed that there were going to be things that she didn't know about and that she'd be diving deeper in once she got married, and to expect things. Not to just get into it and be like, I don't like this anymore, I want to go to Hollywood and continue my, well, I'm not going to say happening career, because her career was just mediocre, but, continue that lifestyle. And this person here says, Harry and his wife want to be relevant, to be spokespersons for their various pet causes, and be part of the celebrity activist Hollywood culture and lifestyle. So, he has to continually do podcasts and interviews offering juicy insights and spilling secrets of the royal family. Sounds fair to me. Sounds like what's actually happening to me. And then he goes on to say that the book deal is just one more aspect of Harry making a buck on his name. And I gotta say, I agree with what's going on here and what this person says at the core. If I had to play devil's advocate, I'd say maybe, devil's advocate here, if they had to leave the royal family because Meghan Markle was really unhappy, then now they have to do what they have to do to make a career and use that name. But I can't say it's survival, because it's not like they need millions and millions and more millions. I mean, it's not like if they left, Harry would be out in the street. He'd be supported with a roof over his head and probably most luxuries, luxury cars and whatever else comes with it. So they would have nowhere been near poor if they didn't do all these collaborations with celebrities and companies and things like that. So, I guess it just doesn't make sense in the end. Little rant there, but we're done. You guys, of course, let me know what you think about Meghan Markle, about Harry. You guys think that they're actually victimized and sad and they couldn't take the royal life? Or you think they kind of wanted to get away and be free and not follow traditions and stuff like that? Okay, I asked the typical YouTuber question. I guess once in a while, why not? If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. Depp vs. Heard, Marilyn Manson, looking for some news on him, haven't seen it recently. Little Britney Spears once in a while. If you don't subscribe, and you've considered it, and you still don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.